Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play MC Kids, aka Mitt Kids, for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we made our way through Grimace's Highlands, and we got enough cards to see the professor. And now, we need 3 of the professor's cards. However, just like with all the other videos that we've been doing, we are going to get all 4, because there is something you can do if you get all 4. First off, we're going to start with level 1, Ports of Comets. Ports of Comets. But there's a joke in that level name, I can't see it. Anyway, you want to be very careful as you go through here. Do not touch the comets, do not touch the flames. Okay. And there was a fish there, and I took dumb damage. I need the health anyway. Also, sometimes if you see M's come out of your character when you take damage from an enemy, you're actually losing arches. I didn't know this until I was editing the last video. I mean, it's not much, but it can be a bit of a pain if it happens. And I keep forgetting about the fish. Anyway, we need to grab this. Whoa! Yeah, we're just gonna grab this card for now and die and start all over, because apparently that's what the game wants me to do, apparently. Would be nice if the game didn't do things that way, but oh well. At least I'll remember the fish are there this time. Hopefully. Finally, you show up when I need you to. And I still land on you anyway! Anyway, I do need the box to jump on that trampoline and get that card. It's the only way I can get it. But for getting that card, we get a card for Cosmic's Retreat. That's a place and a name that I haven't heard of before. Well, actually, you know what? I'll mention Cosmic later. Let's get that other card, because I need it. I may die again, which is going to be par for the course at this point. Won't bother me. I've got plenty of lives for just that reason. Now, does it pop back up? It does not. And that's not what I wanted. What? Oh, right. I know what I'm doing now. I forgot. We gotta get down to that zipper over there. And that will take a while. Now, there are 2 ways you can do it. You can use use the springboard and the block to get up there. And somehow time it so you can land here. Or you can get to the water and get to the boat this way. I recommend using the trampoline and the block, but if you want to do it the water way, I won't blame you. because you really have to time your motions to do it the trampoline way. But anyway, let's avoid that fish and that fish and get this other card. And apparently grabbing a card gives you arches as well. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed that it did, but it does. And how do I do this safely? Well, you can take either of the side entrances at this point. That's perfectly fine. Also, to dig, you just do the same thing you do to grab a block. If you know how to grab blocks, you can dig through the dirt. Something tells me this will be used for puzzle purposes later, and by something, I mean my practice run. Are you kidding me? Well, I have 2 hits, and I know where everything is now. That was close. Where's the fish? There's the fish. Are you kidding me? This is the moment of truth. Get over there. I don't care how. Do it. Alright, we got the other card and we did it without dying. I'm surprised. And we found a secret card. Also, that top path I could have taken would have given me 1-ups. Well, I'll get more here. I can't complain. Assuming I can do this right. Let's see if we can do this right. And I did not yeah, I did. Whoop. How am I making these jumps? I shouldn't be. Because these jumps are surreal. Anyway, we got 4 1-ups. Let's go ahead and head on to level 2, Dino Dunes. And these hermit crab enemies, they kind of move around a little randomly. Sometimes they move left, sometimes they move right. It's all pretty random, obviously. Also, you want to move carefully to avoid those drills, and I thought I'd be able to jump over the hermit crab. Well, that's why we have plenty of lives. Also, I hate the fact that even though you can throw things at enemies, enemies will still respawn. Not my idea of a fun time. Alright. So far, so good. We just need to get away from that thing. Or rather, that thing needs to get away from us. No, 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 you go. You go away. Thank you. And I might as well do that, just to get my 4th thing of health here. And then what we're gonna do I may have messed this up a little bit, but I think this should be okay. Maybe. Just a little bit. I'll do this just to be on the safe side. And now, we need to go over to the left. Let's take a big ol' run. That way we can go upside down. And then we can hold up and press B on that card to grab it. And that's how you get that 1-up. Yikes! Now to run to the right again, to end up right side up again. And that was the first time in the level that I actually picked up some arches. How about that? Okay, let's jump over you. Let's throw a box at you. And can I do this? We shall see. Well, I would, but then what if I do it this way? Okay. Now, the dirt looks a little different because there's 2 1-ups there. And that's why I decided to do this at the last second, because I realized if I did it the way I intended to, I wouldn't be able to get out. And I don't want to dig here. Let's get rid of him. Let's just watch out for the drill enemies. Ow. And let's grab the arch. Thankfully, that's the one card that's in Dino Dunes, and it's for the Professor's Workshop. Anyway, let's go ahead and go on to level 3. The Magic Forest. And we need to be careful about what we're doing here, because there is a exit pretty early on here, and I do not want to trigger it. And well, that's one way to do it. I was hoping to get a running start, and that's exactly what I got. So now we can grab this block, and we need to take it all the way to the back to the start. Ah! And I do not like that enemy. That is why. He just likes to track you. Anyway, by taking this to the beginning, we can go up here, and we want to use the block on the spider, not the first enemy. I can't tell if he's a weasel or a mole or anything. I just don't want to use the block on him. That's all I care about. And we want to make it to this zipper. Be careful with that platform, by the way. And from here, there's a card. And there's death. Thanks, game! Okay. I'm taking this with me again, because I don't want this guy near me. Well, I didn't want the guy near me, and I didn't want that to happen either. So I'm going to have to try this again. Not a big fan of the level design here. I've seen worse, but I'm still not a fan. This may take a while. Are you kidding me? Did I get rid of the other thing? I got rid of the other thing, but I still couldn't jump right. Ugh. Yeah, this is the hardest part. There we go. Okay. Don't mess it up now, Watercress. What are you doing? Okay. And it's a good thing he can't walk right off the edge. I mean, I don't have to worry about losing it or anything, but I'd rather not. There we go. We have 3 hearts now, that this should be easier. Hopefully. Maybe. We just need to be careful with this platform. I was careful with the platform. I was careful about him too, because I knew he was going to show up. And now, we leap over to the right so that way we don't go in a loop. And he was there, but, well, I was able to avoid taking damage. Yeah, you want to be ready for that. And I got my hit back. Nice. Couldn't get the arches though, but, well, that's okay. We did what we wanted to do. We got the card for the Professor's Workshop. And next up is level 4, which is the Desert Cove. We're going to be taking 2 trips through here. And there's something in there. What is it? It's a 1-up. I'll take it. Definitely take it in case I die. It'll be very useful in case I die. Nice. Alright. Only dig 1. And you want to be careful for the guy behind the second set of the dirt columns, because that. And that's not what I wanted to get to the zipper, but I messed up the jump. Thankfully, you always have an extra try every time. Don't forget it. I can't believe I lost out on the 4 health since I ran into that thing. I'm not a big fan of the piranha. So, this game that's what you wanted to do. Anyway, this game, there is some wacky puzzle platforming going on in this game. This game, marketed towards young kids, not exactly meant for them. Maybe if you had like an older brother or sister or something who could figure stuff out, maybe this would have been for you if you were a younger kid at the time, but good grief, Virgin, what were you doing? Anyway, there's a card there, but let's grab the 1-up and then get this. This is the only way to get this card, by the way. And I can't believe I grabbed the arch. I thought I was going to miss narrowly. No, I got it. And that's one of the secret cards for the puzzle world. Let's get the other one, which should be hopefully easier. So this is a fun game if you're used to puzzle platforming as well as Mario 3. What was that? That was some weird slowdown. I'm surprised this game can handle what it handles. And here is where you need to jump and jump again. And then you want to keep jumping around here. And that's how you get through that part a little more safely. That'll get the fish away from me for a little while longer. And now we have to deal with hermit crabs. Fourth heart, where is it? Can I get it? For best results, always be next to the hermit crab when you throw. Even if that happens, you'll still hit them. Also, that goal line, you cannot jump over it from the top of this part no matter how hard you try. That's why the zipper's down there. So you can get the other card and the one up to the right of it. Anyway, we have the card for Hamburglar's Hideout. We have a Hamburglar card. At last. And now it's time for the final level of Professor's Workshop, the Captain's Ship. I'll be taking maybe 2 trips through this. Maybe. Yeah. Unless I do it right. If I do it right. But if I do take 2 trips, that's more 1-ups from me. And wow, you are coming at me fast. I did not expect you to show up. And yes, you have to use the block to get back up here. Now. Want to be careful around here. That way I can get that. And I want to get up there. And beat up that enemy. And I'm going to make some running jumps. Definitely want to make a running jump and grab that block. And here's where we'll get our first card. I didn't know if I could make it or not. That's why I was kind of worried there, but thankfully I was able to make it. Alright. Now here you want to drop straight down. You'll land on the left edge of that platform. But it's worth it. Watch out for the fish while you're grabbing that block. Thankfully, there are no other fish around here. And yes, you do need the block to get up here. That gives you the other card. And we are done. And we have 2 cards for the Professor's Workshop. So we have all of them now. Let's go back and talk to the Professor. Also, for some reason, that boat is considered a sprite. I wonder. Yes, Adblock, I know you update. I wonder if the cutting room floor has anything on this. Anything at all. Maybe it's in the prototype. Maybe it's in the prototype. Well, I'm getting changes in the levels between the proto and the final. And there's a lot of them. Is there anything in the notes? Well, all that's for is for... All that was for bringing an object back. maybe the ship was supposed to move originally. But if there's any information on that, I can't find it on TCRF. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the professor. Excellent! You found enough cards, and I finished the rockets. Prepare for blast-off. And when we take a ride on the rocket, using the rocket that the professor built, Mick and Mac take off to visit Cosmic on the moon. Welcome to the moon, Earth dude! You will have loads of fun up here. There is hardly any gravity. We'll have to keep that in mind when we play through this planet. Please find 5 of my puzzle cards. If you find them, I will show you where Hamburglar is hiding out. And we have one of his cards already. But we want to go over to the professor. We're going to go back to his area and talk to him again. Stupendous! You found all 6 cards. For that, I will build you a shortcut. And the shortcut, if you take it, takes you back to Ronald's clubhouse and Puzzle World. How many of the cards do I have now? Or do you go that way? Oh, that's right. You go this way for Puzzle World. Right. Also, there was no question mark when Ronald asked us if we had played Puzzle World yet. Weird. But yeah, we can go back to Puzzle World and Ronald's clubhouse super easily now. I hope that the path I built for you is helping you out. It will. Eventually. But we are now at Cosmic's retreat. Cosmic is an alien who flies around in this Robbie the Robot style spacesuit. And he's not an originally made character who was made specifically for this game. He was one of the characters in McDonald's advertising back in the 20th century. Most specifically, between 1986 and 1992. He was a little bit before my time. And he was an alien who flew around and liked McDonald's, apparently. They never used him much after 1992, and I'm not sure why. But I guess it was because the 90s stopped being an extension of the 80s after 1992. I consider 1993 the point where the 90s really became its own decade. And started becoming the 90s. But anyway, if I were to say anything else, I'd probably be rambling by this point. Although, McDonald's is using the Cosmic name again for a new concept of restaurant that they plan to mention more about in the future. At the time of this recording. Yeah, they won't really push the whole Cosmic concept out until 2024, which will be pretty much long after I've made these videos. And hopefully by the time I've made these videos, or well, hopefully I'll have more information about it. We'll all have more information about it one day. But yeah, I might as well mention that just because. Well, anyway, we're at Cosmic's retreat now. We're in outer space. We have 4 levels with low gravity, and we need to be very careful. And we're going to start going through them in the next video. So join me next time where we go through Cosmic's Retreat. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!